Hello everyone, this is Antharion, and we're going to continue the story and another adventure within this crypt. I have a confession to make. As you can see, we have leveled up. Last time we actually played, we were right here, right at the entrance to this, whatever this is. And, well, I kind of didn't really continue, but I played a lot off camera. And when I say a lot, I mean we pretty much wiped every creature that we could find and everything that was hostile within the entire outside area of Magsan, or whatever it's called, the most southern, the most south part of Antharion, which is basically the desert. We uncovered pretty much everything there was to uncover. There's a lot of stuff within the world of, I guess, within this zone. There's a couple of mines, there's a couple of ruins. I'm pretty sure there's some quests involved, because I kind of seen the patterns, but I didn't take the quests. I just, well, killed the creatures, and that was that. Hopefully that's not going to work against us, hopefully. There's also a port. There's also a whole city. I think it's called Stradingard or something. Stradinghold. Yeah, Stradinghold. It's like in the middle of the desert, quite close to the data that we had on the map, on the zone for the fragment from the main quest, basically. Well, the easiest way to get to Stradinghold is to just follow the long road between the mountains, and when it ends, well, that's the city, and I guess that's that. Also, be wary. The packs of animals that are outside, they are going to contain scorpions, scarabs, some eagles, and cobras, even some king cobras. Not so many of those, though. They do have a chance to poison you. The most of the scorpions don't, but if they're called poisonous scorpions, well, you can guess what they do. I haven't really been poisoned by them that much. Well, I think about twice or so. Even if they were in big groups, and they were big groups. The scorpions, to be honest, would be one of the toughest of them all. Scarabs seem to have maybe an increase in defense, maybe. I don't even know if mobs have defense, but they seem to take damage kind of less than the rest of the mobs. And the scorpions are, I think, more leveled up than the rest of them. Apart from that, well, we did find some king cobras with about 200 life, which I think was the biggest of them all. So I'm guessing those were the most leveled up, but they were only about 4 of them or so in about 2 groups. So I don't know, doesn't quite matter. Overall, we were close to being wiped about 3 times so far. Also, there's a couple of 3 necromancers camp. That's why I said there's probably some quests, because usually we have like 3 bandit camps. Now we have apparently 3 necromancers camp. We wiped them eventually. Wasn't easy, and we wasted a lot of potions and materials. And well, overall, it was kind of nice, kind of really nice. The problem was we used a lot of resources, and when I say that, I mean even some potions, a lot of food, mostly just to because we had to well, recover for, I don't know, about 2 battles we need to recover or so, because the mobs are quite tough. I don't feel overpowered over them at the level and the current build that we have. I must be honest with you. I do not feel overpowered at all. I'm kind of equal, maybe about, I don't know, 20% more powerful than the mobs, and I think 20% is kind of much, though. Oh well, somewhere around that. So we're pretty close to the level and the toughness of the mobs within the world. New stuff. Well, new stuff on our heroes. We have like 2 levels. Yeah, we have 2 level ups that we did not complete, because I wanted to, I guess, show you guys where I'm going to put them. I don't even know where I'm going to put most of the points. And we have a new item. I think that's it. Yeah, we found, I think, an amulet or so. We've equipped the cape. We've set the foraging cape on our fighter, and the cape that the fighter had, we put it on the warrior. So a bit of increase in armor and in aspect, I guess. We found the shield at some point. Kind of thing around Stradinghold or so, but it's basically a random drop, so it's pretty decent. We had the weight 10, armor 10, and that was it. Now we have some strength and even 4 more points of armor, so pretty neat. Especially since we didn't buy it or didn't give any gold. As you can see, we're not doing that great with money. We used to have about 10,000. Well, last time we played I had about 1,000 or something, but I did buy this for about almost 2k. So about 2,000 gold this costed me. About 190, 50 something. It kind of matters your barter level, and I kind of don't have one because I haven't invested at all in them. The only thing we actually really have is basically this amulet, and I think he has an item that gives some barter. Oh well, maybe yes, maybe no, I don't quite know. This is actually an amulet of barter that we just got from Lomer. Yeah, for those guys out there that are really trying to find Lomer or his sextant, we kind of did a mini clip about it. You can see it on my channel. It's pretty neat. The clip itself shows you the location of Lomer, although you can find the location of it to some extent within the description of the quest, so it's not that hard to locate them. You just need to make the journey basically. And the sextant itself, I kind of said who drops it, where it's most commonly dropped, and so on and so forth. Basically just the lizards that you're going to find within the world, especially in Herringwood, I think, if I'm not wrong, or no, in Harshire. Okay, I kind of don't remember the name, so we're not going to go over them. I can't open the big map, the world map, unfortunately, because we're in the dungeon. Otherwise I would have shown you just as well. Probably I'm gonna, if I remember, I'm gonna show it to you guys when I'm gonna get out of here. Unfortunately, I don't know how big this is. This looks like a fight, maybe. Okay, just one scarab, and it's kind of low level, so I'm not scared at all. Let me show you what my little axe over here can do. I think I didn't show it to you guys properly. So we had something around 11 one-handed damage, and I think that was about it. Now we have a 21 one-hand damage and plus 10 one-hand damage. So you can do the math. There we go. We used to hit about 32 max apparently. Now we hit even 60 towards 70. And this guy with his two-handed, like, oh my god, there we go. He hit like 56 points. Not that much, but he can go up to, well, when he crits, he can go to up to 100 actually. Quite neat. First, Mini-Axe Fragment. No idea what this is. Weight 5 and some value. Not that valuable. I'm guessing this may be for a quest of sorts. No idea. I guess we're gonna see. Let's open inventory. Yeah, he sits just right there. This is all uncovered. No secrets. No nothing. Okay, so let's move on. We still have a few passages that we haven't discovered. Oh, there we go. There was actually a symbol on. Ooh, just a chest. That's it. And a lot of potions. I don't even know where to give this to. I guess I'm gonna do like this, and I'm very sure I'm gonna do that. So overall it kind of worked out. Here we go, another potion. We did make some potions, and I guess I need to say this. This is sort of like a tip and tricks thing. If you're gonna go into alchemy, I think I said this last episode as well, or I guess a couple of episodes back. Be prepared to invest a lot in it. What do I say about that? A lot of points. You either invest money and train, or either you level up and train your alchemy. And quite frankly, because of the scaling on the damage and defense that you need, and magic and so on and so forth that you're gonna need, and even the cash that you're gonna need in the game to really sort of survive, overall it's not that worth it. Truthfully, it's kind of nice to make your own potion and not buy them. That's quite to the point, but the problem is, if you're going to invest only some points in alchemy and not go the whole way, your potions are going to be kind of weak. I mean, a weak potion to the life that we have right now, I guess on my fighter, for example. So let's see, he has like 89 hit points. You're going to need around 3 to 4 potions to actually fill him up. The weak healing potions, I mean. So that's kind of a lot of ingredients, considering they get like you need 3 ingredients just to make 1 potion. So that's something to take notice. So if you really like alchemy and dabble into it, great, go for it. You're gonna have tons of fun. Otherwise, I guess steer clear of it, sorta. Or really go into it, like in depth of it, and make like all the potions you can make. We did a few. We actually got some Minotaur horn. We didn't buy them, which was quite extraordinary. We got them from some of the, I think, scarabs. which is quite weird because carrots are not minotaurs, but they had the horns, so I did not quite ask. We had about 4 of them. And we did some potions, and we only have like 1 now left. We are missing some ingredients, and as you can see, the numbers also on the weight as well as on the ingredients, it's quite different now. Yeah, that I said that because it's going to go for selling. I haven't sold any of the skin snakes, and we fought a lot of snakes, to be honest, so we only have like 11. And I think there should be like 22 or so, but not all snakes give their skin apparently. I didn't sell them because it's quite also the scorpion claws. They go in the same category, or whatever that word is. So I didn't sell them because it's quite possible, because they are creatures within this region, the Magzak, or whatever the region is called. There could be quests for them, and I don't want to sell them and then buy them back. I'm just gonna basically lose money, so that's not something we want. Also, I sold a lot of ingredients, especially those that I don't really quite use. We also found some more, of course, and we're doing quite right about now with weight. Also, I had to invest a lot of money. That's why I only have this much, because apparently food is quite expensive in this region, like really expensive. If you buy about 10 apples, I think it's gonna go around 500 gold or so. I don't really quite remember, but that doesn't really matter. You're gonna need the food anyways, so at least I needed it. The way I build my characters, I need food to survive. Oh, lantern that we can sell. There we go, a bit more money. I should invest the points in experience in the level ups basically, but I'm guessing there's like more fights around. There we go, we found a hard lock. Okay, this may actually stop us. Let's try it at least a couple of times. Oh, we've unlocked it from the first try. And we got a big chunk of experience. Oh yeah, another thing that I should say is that, well, from level 18 to 19, we had a bit of experience. I think we were around here, or almost to the middle. I kind of don't remember when we finished the last episode. We went outside and we finished the rest of the experience that we needed, so we leveled up and then leveled up again, and about a tad. I think about 3 maybe? 3? Okay, somewhere around here. So we only gave like the Lomer, we only made the quest with the Lomer Sextant, so he only gave us about 50 experience, so it wasn't that much. Basically like a normal fight, almost as a normal fight. For a normal fight right now you get about, I guess, from 30 to about 40 points of experience. To be honest, if you steal or unlock stuff, you get more experience. So before I go in, it seems to be just a stash. I'm gonna save just to be sure. I don't wanna do like everything all over again. Okay, we've just saved. Hopefully, I don't think there's a battle. It's just gonna be like a room filled with money. That's the yeah. There we go. That's the usual. Nothing hidden. Yeah. When you find a room filled with money that you can take with no opposing, I don't know, factor or whatever, you can expect from me to actually look for even more loot. You know, something hidden. Where is it? I want more than what you have on the floor. Give me everything you have, and so on and so forth. Okay, whatever. So, I don't know, how much else do we actually have to uncover over here? I think we've pretty much done it all. I don't know if we've missed anything. I don't think so. So that's done. I'm pretty sure the other part of it, we just came from it, so it's done. This is the big room when we had the big fight. So we're gonna pass that. Over here we've already been through. This is basically where we also came, as I recall, right? Am I right? Right. And the door, yeah, and that's where we found that scarab, and I guess that's about it. Okay, so let's move on then. What can I actually say? Well, we kind of need to set our level up points. It's kind of nightish. So yeah, let's go in the big map to show you. So I've cleared the entire area of pretty much everything. All this zone that I'm showing you, although it's green, it's not a part of a mark zone, but it's of Mooncrest, and I guess that small bleep over there is of Heronwood. You can't really access these zones, or this part of the 2 zones, if you're not coming through mark zone. There's the mountain, there's, I don't know, something, a forest, whatever. You cannot access all of these. You can always explore them through Markzam, and usually they have normal sort of mobs. to the edge, I guess to the border, they also have some of the more higher level mobs from Markzam or whatever. So there's a couple of things to explore within this realm. I don't think we're going to have enough time to do it this episode. We're just going to invest our points and that's going to be that. This is Strandinghold, and I guess that's about it. Over here there's the port. You can see the road directly. I guess we're going to see it next episode if we don't have enough time today. I don't think I have anything actually to set except maybe this banana. And those are for selling and so on and so forth. Okay, let's start with our fighter. Let's invest our skill points. He's kind of squishy. He died a lot of times, to be honest. I would go with defense. Or maybe even more health. Like constitution-wise, we do have 6 points. Yeah, let me invest all of this in constitution so I'd increase his life. And when I'm gonna go skill-wise, let's go with defense. I would have went with the one-handed and I guess more damage, and over here with strength for more carrying capacity as well as more damage, but he's too squishy. I mean, if he gets 2 crits at once, well, not once, one after each other, he can't really survive. And the groups of mobs are quite numerous, so in the sense that the groups are made out of 4 to 5, maybe 6, maybe even more mobs. That's a problem, especially since he's like the defender, so not the DPS, that would be the warrior, which is next. He's more of a tankish sorta, but not so much because he can't really resist, so that's a problem. The warrior he survived more. He did die a couple of times. I would go with more defense on him and life as well, but look at that, 6 points and this is 64. If I'm going to set all of this here, this like just perfect. I cannot go any other way. It was like calling me. And over here, I would go with Constitution more, so we would be even more resistant. Then again, Strength could do even better damage, but he does a decent amount of damage so far. We want to resist more in fights, so especially since there's a lot of caverns and things to explore. So I'm gonna go with Constitution full points. I guess that's that. Dexterity would have been more roundish if we would have set them, although this, because it's blue, some points are given from an item that we have on us. But he moves quite well so far, so we don't really quite care that much. Oh yeah, I did know we've changed something. We've changed his armor. We gave him an Outlander outfit and we've sold what he had. Mostly because we lost, I think, 2 points of armor, but we've gotten about 5 dexterity and luck. And so far, it's really working out. We can feel the difference. He didn't miss or anything, but so the dexterity only helps him to move a tad better, which he kind of needed it in a way. Let me see, the archer, no real clue where to put the points in him. The archer has a ton of dexterity so far. I guess we could make him carry some more. Then again, he could be less squishy, although he doesn't really quite get hit. He has the highest amount of luck from all of them. No real idea how well this actually works for pretty much anything he does. I guess maybe on picklocking it's quite useful. We have 6 points. We could go in lockpicking, but I don't see why. Pickpocketing, it's already sort of a lost battle. I don't see why I would invest in that, because it's gonna need about 50 or so to really be worth it, and pickpocket pretty much everybody, so we would get even a ton more experience. Archery. I guess, like it or not, from everything that's over here, all we can do is actually set all the points within archery, so he would do even more damage, which is quite great. To be honest, he used to be the biggest DPS we have, and now he's a tad slower than our two-handed warrior. The warrior crits less, but gives the normal DPS a bit higher than the archer. I don't know now, since we've set all those points though. I would invest them also in, I guess, dexterity. I would like for our archer to carry more though. We're not really having that much of a problem now since we've sold out of ingredients. Life-wise, well, he didn't die like ever, I think. Since we didn't have a wipe. He was the last man standing though. So I guess I'm gonna go in dexterity also, all full points. Yeah, I would have invested maybe a couple of them in luck, but we're gonna let it like this and we're gonna go for it. Our priest, because I can't really call him anything else, he is like all the way white magic. But to be honest, oh yeah, by the way, we do have something that may actually be worth it. Firebolt. We don't really have enough mana to sustain all the heal and some damage. But to be honest, now and then some damage would maybe be great, even if it doesn't do that much. It does use a lot of mana though. Magic 15. Oh no, that's a requirement. So black magic, what is it? We have 7 with 6. Oh, there's not enough to actually learn the book, so it's not really worth it. I guess we could go with white magic some more, or maybe even more lure. Yeah, this is how we're gonna go. We're gonna go with 5 lure, just in case it actually really helps us. And we're gonna go with 1 point in white magic, so we have like the round number. What can I say? I like round numbers. And over here, I don't even know where to go. To be fair, we could put 2 in wisdom, the rest in intelligence. Oh, he does need to move faster, so like it or not, I'm gonna have to invest at least 3 points in dexterity. Guess we could go 2 in luck. I don't even know why. Let's set 1 in wisdom for the heck of it. We also found like 2 crystals within the world of not that button, right? Markzam. They were, if I'm not wrong, because I don't really quite remember, I don't think they were near this lake. I think they were near this lake, to be honest, but one of the 2 has a few crystals. Most of them are actually empty. They're like recipients or containers, and within them, on 2 of them, we found 1 of dexterity and 1 of wisdom, if I know correctly. We gave both of them to our priest because he needs to move a bit more. We were really kiting, and he was kind of getting he was the slowest of them all. He was getting hacked by the mobs quite fast, and well, it didn't really matter because he didn't really need to do any heal on the archer. He was the fastest of them all, but even so, now I guess he moves a bit better. And I guess we're gonna call it a day because we don't really have that much time left. Yeah, we're gonna end over here. Next episode we're gonna continue, and I'm gonna show you the world of I'm always botching the name because I really can't really read this. Markzan. I think that's right. So we're gonna show you the area and pretty much what's important in it. There's a few caves, there's a few camps. Well, we eradicated the camps. I'm pretty sure there's a few quests, because they always are. And there's this city, there's this port, there's somewhere around also I'm pretty sure there's a well that you can go in and a few mines. And that's about it. Okay, so with that being said, if you enjoyed the clip, give it a big like. If you want to see more, subscribe. And I'm gonna see you guys and gals around.